Hey, I'm Vieira, and in this video, I just want to talk to you about using a zine to publish and promote your photography. Now, if you don't know what a zine is, think of it as just a very small magazine, something that's self-published. It might only have 4 pages, 8 pages, 10 pages. Whatever you want. It's completely your project. You probably want to keep the page count down because you want to make it cost effective. That's kind of the whole idea behind the zine. And as far as creating one, um, if you look around the web, most people are creating them using very low-tech methods. You could start with a blank piece of paper, attach a photograph, add some handwritten text, some illustration, whatever you want. It's your art project. It's your publication. And then you do all the pages like that. You make a copy of everything, put all the pages together, and there's your zine. So why would you want to use a zine to publish and promote your photography? I know we're all posting to Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, other photo sharing sites every day, right? And you have to, because that's where the eyes are. That's where your work is going to be seen. That's where you can build a community around your photography, connect with clients and other photographers. So we have to be doing that. It's part of the deal. But the problem with that is, man, you post your photo, and if it just goes into the feed, instantly it's surrounded by the share and like buttons, comments, other people's posts, advertisements. It's kind of mashed into the middle of all that, you know? Not great presentation. It doesn't really give your photo, just that really nice platform so that people can see how cool it is. If you've got your own publication, you can lay out each page so that it really does. You can have as much white space as you want to. Just set it up so each photograph gets the attention it deserves, so people can see how cool your work is. Um, Now, another thing is if you want to do a monthly publication, like a monthly zine, that's kind of cool because that can give you a little extra motivation to get out and create those photos, take those shots, and make sure that you have that content that you want to be able to put in the next issue. It's kind of nice to have that, just that little extra motivation, a project that you have to create work for. That can really be very helpful, especially if things get a little slow sometimes. And if you do a monthly publication, and if you're doing photography, if you're doing any kind of photography for and getting paid for it, man, send it out to your clients, like your favorite clients. Send each issue out to them. It's always good to keep, to stay fresh on their minds. And if maybe they weren't even planning on doing a shoot, but then they get your zine and they see some cool shots that you're doing, and maybe they want to do something like that. So you never know. It's not a bad thing. Another cool thing about a zine, maybe you're writing an article, doing a piece on something in your neighborhood or in your town, or maybe a social issue that you've been researching and you want to share your information and photography about. Man, a zine is perfect for that. It's a great way for you to set up a very nice little publication and get your information out there. And you never know who might pick it up or who might see it. That's very cool. So how would you create your zine? Man, there are countless ways. It's like a school art project. It's really an endless option. I kind of discussed one, real common way at the beginning of the video, just like just making an art project, making your pages, making copies of those. So I can't show you everything that's, every possible way of doing it there. So the best way for you to look it up, just here on YouTube, type in making a zine and search that. You'll come up with tons of cool videos from cool people showing very creative ways of how you could make your zine, which way would fit best for how you kind of want to put it all together. Now, another way, it doesn't have to be completely low tech. If you've got software like InDesign, or you could even do it in Photoshop, or even Lightroom, right? And you could put the layout together in one of those programs and then print that out. The other cool thing about doing that is, typically you think of a zine and it's a physical magazine. It's a publication, something you can hold in your hands. But man, there are no rules, right? There's nothing that says you can't make a digital zine. And if you have one of those programs, man, that makes it very easy to create a digital zine. And that can make it even easier for you to distribute it very easily that way. Eventually, I think it's cool if you do, even if you start that way. Um, I think a print version is better because with photos, right? You can see them on the screen, and yeah, they look cool, but you see them in print, and they look better. So I think, and plus, just handing somebody a physical document with your artwork, your photography, it's a little more unique these days than just seeing a digital image. So I think a print version is ultimately better, but if you just want to get started and just want to start with a digital zine, then you can do it that way. And that's what I did. Because I kind of got the idea in March. I went ahead and set up an issue for January and February, and then March of this year. I just used Lightroom. I used the book module in Lightroom to put together my zine, which would each month is going to come out, and it's just going to be my 10 favorite film photographs that I took that month. So that's an easy way for me to get started. Eventually, I will want to get to the print version of that because, again, I just think it's much cooler to look at it and hold in your hands, and it looks better in print. But I'll show you the digital versions I set up using the book module in Lightroom. So I'll start with January. This is the cover. I've just got the title on there, featured image. You get inside, there's a little bit of information about what the zine is about, and you get right into the photos. And you can see there's plenty of white space around there. Very minimal text. Much better presentation than you're going to see on Instagram or Facebook. I go to February. You can see I've kept the consistent look and the theme. Get inside, you get the information, and again, right into the photos. And on the last page of each issue, I put the copyright information, the contact information, so if they do want to see more, they know where they can find it. Here's March. Again, consistency in the look and the layout, and right into the photos. So those are the early stages of my zine, right? It's probably going to change a lot. I definitely want to get to a print version because, man, print is way cooler than digital, right? I might even change the title. I might even change the name of the zine. But that's the cool thing about this is these zines, they are 100% yours. You have 100% control over this. If you want to make any change, you can change anything you want to at any time. I love that. Right? So that's just my zine. It's the concept is just my 10 favorite images that I've shot with film over that month. So that kind of helps me work on my editing skills too, because I have to take all the shots that I've taken during that month and refine it down to my top 10 favorite for whatever reason. Right. So that's another exercise, another good thing about this. But so now say you've created your zine. How are people going to know about it? How are you going to get it out there? The first thing you really need is if you're serious about your photography, you really should have a website. It's your home base. It's where you can show your photography the way you want it to be seen. It's where you can sell stuff, sell products, sell these zines, where you can offer downloads, where you can book clients. You need that web presence if you're really serious about your photography. You can do Squarespace, WordPress. There are different options out there. But once you do have this zine and you do have that website, you write a post, you write an article about your zine, announce it for that month, and then once you've written that post on your website, share that post with all your social network platforms. To post it on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're set up. make sure you let people know each month or however often you put out your zine. Let them know they can get it through your website. And that's just a great way to, again, just present your work the way you want it to be seen. And think about it. Think of how many photographers are out there. There's a lot, right? I don't know how many. But how many of them do you think are doing zines? Probably not that many. So that's another thing to kind of help set your stuff apart, right? A little more unique way to present your story, your images, and the kind of work you're doing. Anyway, hey, if you think you might want to do something like this, maybe start with a digital version like this through with the Lightroom book module. I'll probably do a follow-up video kind of showing how I put it together. And that can give you a way to kind of get started. If you've already put together a book in Lightroom, man, you're set. You're already ahead of the game. You might as well get started now. Or are you already doing a zine? Let me know, and I'll check it out. I'd like to see it. That would be cool. Okay. Hey, I'm Ted Vieira, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.